Hello everybody, and welcome to today's episode of How We Make Things. Today we are going to be...
Hey bro.
Today we are going to be making this awesome Kylo Ren knife block. And if you don't know who Kylo Ren is, you need to go see the most recent Star Wars movie, because stopping an onslaught of deadly cutlery is no problem for this man. On the other hand, if you'd rather just make it, then don't worry, because it's rather simple. All you need is some plywood and a bit of paint to get started. That being said, I still recommend you see the movie. To get started, you're going to need to print off the schematic. Then you're going to take some 3M adhesive, spray it to the back, and apply it to your piece of plywood. Press it down firmly so that it doesn't come up when you jigsaw it. Cut that bad boy out. In order to get in between his arm and his head, you're going to need to first drill and then insert the blade between the drill holes and then cut it out as well. Finish up with a nice sand job around the edges to make it look nice and pretty. And to get into the small places between his arm and his head and his legs, you're going to need to use a file. That'll make it look nice and pretty as well. I used an 8-inch hexagon to actually hold the knives themselves. To do this, you're going to need to drill some holes in the back of the hexagon so that his arm will fit into it and will hold the knives in place firmly. After that, I routed the edges to make it look futuristic and sanded them down to finish them off. As for the base, I used a rectangle and also routed the edges to make it match the knife holder itself. Next, you're going to need to mark and measure the slits for the knives. Drill them with a small bit and then fit a jigsaw blade into them and cut the rest of them out. After you're done with all of that, give it a nice primer and black coat. Sand that bad boy down. File the edges so it looks nice and pretty. Then you're going to take that little guy to the base and mark where his feet stand. Pre-drill from the top side, then countersink from the underside, and then pre-drill again into the bottom of his feet so you don't crack the plywood, then sink your screws in from the bottom. For the final stage of the assembly, we need to attach the Force to his arm. Lace that bad boy with some glue so it fits nice and firmly. Stick it on there, press tightly, then clamp that thing in place for probably about an hour so the bond is firm. After that, you're going to finish up with a nice coat of polyurethane to give it a sheen and a finish. I love the way the polyurethane finishes the edge grain of plywood. It's absolutely gorgeous. Alright, thanks for watching this video today, and if you like what we did, go ahead and subscribe because I think this project turned out awesome, and I'm going to take the whole Stickman figurine idea to the next level with a few more videos. So subscribe to see more of those coming, and thanks for watching.